Let's now move on and shift our focus to another important update, and this is also related to the 10/11 Delhi blast probe. Remember, it's the NIA, the National Investigating Agency, that's probing this case. Now we have an inside scoop from the probe so far. We have learnt that agencies are suspecting that hospital lockers were being used as a safe haven for hiding arms and explosives, similar to Hamas tactics in Gaza. The Jaish module involved in the Red Fort blast was planning to turn hospitals in Kashmir into major weapon storage centers, very similar to how Hamas stored weapons in hospitals across Gaza. Now, this major revelation has come out during the NIA's probe. Just as Hamas used hospitals in Gaza and the Al-Shifa hospital as weapon storage sites, this Jaish module was trying to convert several hospitals in Baramulla, Anantnag and Budgam into weapon storage centers. Let's go across to my colleagues getting us this piece of information. Priyank as well as Ankit. Priyank, give us more details because this is sensational. Remember, when this crackdown really began in Jammu and Kashmir from Dr. Rathar, in fact, from his locker also, an AK-47 was recovered, and that's where this entire, network started unfolding, and the agencies got to know how lockers were being used. But now what we are getting to know is serious. What more details do you have?
Over the period of last 3-4 days, our colleague Ankit has been reporting from all these hospitals where the multiple raids have been carried out. Now the question was certainly obvious that why is it so that agencies are right now focusing on the hospital and their lockers. Then we got to know from the top officials that basically the manner in which this module was trying to cater to the foreign handler by using that kind of fake American accent, where the Umar had used for making that particular video, and the kind of swarm of drone attack which they were planning with the help of one of the handler, one of the module member who was arrested from Jammu and Kashmir. It was quite clear for the agencies that they have been trying to work on the pattern of Hamas. They wanted to carry out a swarm of drone attack at several individuals. That's why Jassid was given this task to make improvised and advanced kind of drone which can have explosive embedded in this, and then the hospital could have been the safe haven for them to hide these weapons. Because time and again agencies have been carrying out searches at several locations, but never ever the hospitals have been touched and their lockers have been touched. So that was the key focus which was certainly inspired by Hamas.
Right, stay on with us, Priyank. Ankit, now we are also getting to know that this important disclosure also came out during the investigation of Dr. Adil Rathar, who was arrested by the agencies in the Red Fort blast case.
Absolutely. Remember, this was the first arresting by the Jammu Kashmir Police Special Intelligence Group Kashmir with the arresting of the Adil. He revealed in his questioning. After that, the raids were conducted by the CIK in the Anantnag, where in his locker one AK series rifle was recovered. After that, the multiple searches were conducted by the CIK. This is the first ever module of operandi which we have seen in Jammu and Kashmir, that white collar terrorists were using their hospital for the storage of these warlike weapons.
Right, Priyank as well as Ankit, thank you very much for the moment for joining us with your inputs on this particular angle of the Delhi blast files. Moving on, viewers, the probe is widening. Sources are now telling Times Now that Dr. Shaheen may have raised 20 lakh rupees to fund this entire terror plot. Crowdfunding allegedly channeled money to Umar's unit in Faridabad, with investigators now tracking digital payment trails to map the Jaish-e-Mohammed linked cells financing. Adib, my colleague, is now joining us live for more on this. Adib, it seems that everybody, the key players in this white-collar terror module, had a specific task assigned to them. As far as Dr. Shaheen is concerned, you're telling us that she may have raised funds, 20 lakh odd rupees, to fund this entire terror plot.
Well, definitely, Hina, see, Shaheen was not just responsible for crowdfunding. In fact, she was the key player in this terror module, being the only woman doctor in this entire module. She was also given the responsibility for radicalizing most of the women in the Uttar Pradesh and in Delhi and NCR. But now what we are learning is that Shaheen crowdfunded rupees 20 lakh to help set up the bomb lab in Al Falah University. To give this money to Umarin, and in fact this crowdfunding channel remained active throughout the year, ensuring that the cash flow, the cash flow remains active, that so that they can use it anytime they want. So this money can be used, and in fact now the agencies are probing into the digital trails of the payments that have been made and the accounts of the donors to check whether these payments were made unintentionally to these accounts of Dr. Shaheen, or they knowingly gave payments and donations to the terror module. So now on this point the agencies including the UP ATS is probing this angle, but the agencies believe that Shaheen raised almost rupees 20 lakh through crowdfunding, and all those who have donated in the crowdfunding are now on the radar of the central agencies and as well as UP ATS now.
Right. And Adib, we also earlier got to know that there were about 19 odd women who were in touch with Dr. Shaheen. Like you mentioned, that her role was not just to get funds, but also recruit more such people who could be part of this terror module to make this women's brigade for Jaish-e-Mohammed here in India. Any update on who those 19 women really were? Have the agencies managed to track them?
Well, Hina, see, the biggest task in front of the agencies is that all these 19 women who were in constant touch with Dr. Shaheen and were said to be radicalized by Dr. Shaheen, they switched off their mobile numbers and most of them changed their mobile number. So now agencies, especially in the Kanpur district, they are knocking each and every door at the known places of Dr. Shaheen and her associates to find out these 19 women, those who were radicalized by Dr. Shaheen.
Right.
The agencies are using old pattern form of investigation to
right.
locate
Adib,
these
stay
19
on with
women.
us.